There is a strong possibility I might cry on this week's episode. Hello, everyone, and if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, still welcome. My name is Brendan. I am one of the co-owners of The Rustic Tub, a small handmade bath and body care business in the heart of tiny Ontario. Ex-makeup artist in the film industry, now full-on bath bomb enthusiast, and this week, we got a lot to take in. Going into the bulk of what we are doing this week, before we jump into any of that, I just want to fully give a shout out to my mom and to my aunt for taking it upon themselves to give Stephen and I our own little branded shirts. So now, instead of seeing me spill crap dinner on my shirts, which a couple weeks ago I did that, you get to see us in our full-on logos, looking dapper as ever. As I stated at the beginning, I did say that this week is more or less a hectic week. We do have something new that we are doing this week with our little Winston and Walter mini mold, I'll call it. I honestly forget the name right now, but I'll send the link down below for everyone to look at. We are literally in the middle of making a huge wholesale order. We're getting ready for a load into a store, and we're also preparing for a massive butter tart festival, the likes of which apparently we've never seen traffic like this before. So, yeah, I literally have no words or have any knowledge of what to expect, how to expect. But all we can do is shoot for the stars and keep going, maybe. At this point, I don't know. It's a lot to take in. You can already see we have a full loaf of soap just already on its go. She is curing, setting up, and then no matter what side I turn to, either this side or this side, you're probably going to see stacks upon stacks of bath bombs. That's for a wholesale order. I'll give you a nice little glimpse of those right when we jump into whatever we're doing today. But speaking of whatever we're doing today, we are doing something completely brand new for our Georgian Shores line. So we are fully coming out with the concept. We are having our bath bomb soap, sugar scrubs. There might be a shampoo in there. We haven't decided yet. That's still in the talks. But for today, we are making a brand new soap. This week, what sets this one apart from others is we are adding sand as an exfoliant into this bar of soap. In the past, we have used coffee grounds, we have used poppy seeds, which has been a really, really popular one of us. We do want to bring that one back, but we're all out of an essential oil for that one, so we're keeping that off to the back burner right now. And then we also saw that some people use sand, which at first we were like, okay, this could be interesting. Let's see what we can do. For this one, we decided not to use commercially bought sand. We really wanted something close to home. This whole line, I said it before, it's our Georgian Shores. We literally live up the hill from a beach, right at the bottom of the hill. So I really wanted to incorporate that. I ended up going with Steven, I should say, went to go get this sand. We collected as much as we could from the beach down the hill. We came home and we began to do our research as what to do and what not to do. So in the clips that we're going to show you is just us getting that sand ready for the next process of what we're doing here. For this soap, we actually sanitized it with 99% and then 70% alcohol just to clear out most of the germs of what we could. And then we rinsed it out with warm, soapy dish soap water and had a nice little gentle wash with that. And then afterwards, we ended up adding in bleach to the mix, and just to kill off anything else that was in there and really sanitize the sand. And then we proceeded to have a couple more water baths after it and let it dry naturally in the sun as much as we could. So that gives us to our little standpoint right now here. That is her, ready to go. She's in her little maiden cup for the maiden voyage of the soap. We have never done an exfoliant soap like this before. Like I said, we've done poppy seed, but sand is a whole new terrain. So this is honestly going to be an experimental soap with fingers crossed that it's going to be for the best. Hence the line, we might cry later on today. But it's the little one, it's not the bigger one, so it won't be a lot of tears, I don't know. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm also gonna show you what we're working on as well with a little camera glimpse. I'm gonna go get gloved up, and then we're just using our standard soap recipe stuff here today. So next time you hear from me, it just might be anything that I may have forgotten information-wise or steps as to what we're doing. So you can just go ahead as I glove up and let's get right on to this. Okay, we're gonna see a lot of my shadows in here because my camera skills are so great right now, but we have these nice little stars with our Pixie Eco Glitter coming in, some custom made lightning bolts as well. Clipping and zooming onto this side, you can see some very noticeable characters, fun sharks. Oh, there they are again. And some tie-dyed butterflies, which honestly turned out a lot better than I thought, which I'm more excited about. So those are what we're working on. There's still so much more for the wholesale order. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into our soap making. While that still continues to melt down, in here I have my olive oil, canola oil, avocado, and castor oil. It's always the one that I always seem to forget. I have our little batch of our fragrance ready to go. Mica powder is just off to the side because I still haven't fully decided how we are going with this paint route yet. And then we have our sand. So for the sand, I didn't want it to be like too pow on your skin and too abrasive. So for this measurement, I chose to do a half water ratio. So 1 part water, or actually, you know what, easier, 2 parts water, 1 part sand. So that way when it mixes in with it, it should equal out to something nice, something subtle. We are gonna go ahead and find out. We are coming up to it. I still have another soap that I have to make for everything else going on. So that should be about done. I have my lye water right here ready to go. My mental checklist is ready. So let's see how our decorating skills go. All right, as panic-inducing as that was, we have it poured right here. We really wanted to have it kind of look like crashing waves along the shore. We wanted to bring back some fun little decorative tops again because we started feeling that the flat tops were just kind of meh. So we're going to give this one a try. We're going to let it cure overnight. We have a fancy little topper to go on top of it. So we're going to kickstart that curing moment. And we are going to check back on this soap in 24 hours. So we will see you shortly. We are back 24 hours later, all set to go. This little baby soap is hopefully ready. If you are just skipping through the video or just coming on to this part, this is the first time that we are throwing sand in every single one of our bars. We do use exfoliants, but like I just said, this is a first time for sand. So unmolding this now is unmolding with you. I did have a little bit extra yesterday that I just popped into a little mold. So this is what that looks like in like a little puck size, we'll call it. So I'm really excited because this one's going to be our tester, so we'll be able to test it out that way. So you'll see that clip at the end of us using it to get a feel for it. This is all about the unmolding station right now though. And with these little molds from Winston and Walter, July honestly makes it so easy to unmold. It just pops right on out. Even with the bigger ones, they just slide right on out. Just gonna go ahead, get the sides open on it. Everything looks clean, she looks ready. It's just a matter of getting her out. We're gonna work on that, and then we are gonna go ahead and cut into it. So let's see how that goes. I'm okay. I'm not mad, I'm really excited. I'm coming closer to show you. So as we said, this little mini mold is probably going to get us about 6 bars out of it, maybe 7 if we're really lucky. You can kind of see the swirls there, our little wave action that we have on there. We're just going to do a little mini cut on into it, so let's stay tuned for that one. So here we go with the finished item. So we got 7 bars out of this one, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I mean, let's be real, I love this one the most because it looks most like the waves. And I did make one light blue, but you can kind of see that it almost looks white, but I'm not mad at that. I really like this. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna test out that little puck now, and we're gonna see how it feels and how it leaves the skin feeling. All right, after that little testing period, I definitely got to say my hands are super, super smooth. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a nice little exfoliating bar of smoothness and softness. So I'm happy that I used the tester one so anyone else can enjoy these. We are test running these in a couple weeks when they fully cure, so we're going to let that happen. Hence why me using the test ones, so we didn't have to say bye-bye to any of these pretty ones. But yeah, the sand in that felt really, really good. It wasn't coarse. It wasn't harsh on my skin at all. I'm shocked at, honestly, I'm shocked at how soft my hands are just from sand as an exfoliant. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm so happy that they did turn out the way that we wanted them to turn out. Like I said, this was going to be a matter of either we're going to cry this week or we're going to celebrate. So definitely with this little guy, I think it is in needs for celebration. So with that out of the way, because I'm going to call it a successful little recipe. We are going to have it available on our Patreon, where we have all of our other stuff that we filmed in the past. And a couple weeks, she should be ready to hit the market, so we'll let that set up. And I just want to say thank you everyone for always tuning into these videos, always watching. Even if you're watching to see if we're gonna fail, this week's video was not. So A+ to us for that one, and so happy once again that this turned out. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for the notifications. I know it's down here this time. I've had to watch myself editing the videos. But without further ado, be sure to follow us on our socials. Keep tuning in to see what else we can think of making going forward, or just if we're making any of our favorites in the past. And I believe we will see you next time. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bye.